And now to PolitiFact. Today we're taking a look at a statement made by Congressman Alan Grayson about ethics investigations. Does he have his facts straight? Here's Bay News 9's Al Rochelle with its Truthometer rating.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Al Rochelle, joined by PolitiFact writer Josh Gillen. All right, today's statement coming to us from Congressman Alan Grayson. The congressman tried to downplay an ethics investigation against him. During an interview with the Tampa Bay area newspaper, Grayson said in every ethics case that has resulted in a formal sanction, quote, there's been an investigative subcommittee that's been established first. All right, Josh, how do you rate that one? And give me a little background on this, if you would.
Okay, well, we rated this one half true, and this kind of gets into how Congress polices itself, okay? And, you know, what happens is there's a complaint filed against a member of Congress. In this case, Alan Grayson has been accused. He has actually several things that are against him right now. He has been accused more or less of some business deals that are a conflict of interest, that contracts with the federal government, and also running a hedge fund while he is in Congress. And the way this process works is, you know, the Office of Congressional Ethics, they get this complaint, they investigate it, they send it to the House Ethics Committee, and they suggest whether or not this should continue to go forward. And in this case, the Office of Congressional Ethics did tell the House to do this, and that's the subcommittee he's talking about. Okay, this is when they would assign a group to continue to investigate it in order to decide what kind of sanctions, if any, he faces. Okay, and there are formal sanctions. One of them is expulsion. Okay, that's when it's what it sounds like. You're kicked out of Congress.
Sure.
That's hardly ever happened, 5 times through history. There is also a reprimand. A reprimand is when you just are officially, it's put into the record. It's just a big official thing, and that's happened a few times. And also, we have another case where, like with Charlie Rangel a few years ago, you get censured. And censured is when it's kind of a public humiliation thing, where you have to stand up in the House and they read a resolution and say this is the case. Now, he's right about that. There has always been a subcommittee, except for the case of Joe Wilson. You might remember Joe Wilson from South Carolina. He shouted, "You lie," at the president, and he got a formal resolution filed against him. It was a pretty partisan process there, and Democrats did that. But, you know, we need to keep in mind here, what Grayson's really saying is that he doesn't think he's going to be punished for this, and that's not the case. He can be fined. The investigation remains open. There's a bunch of different things that they can do, loss of privilege and things like that. So we need to keep all that in mind here. And with what he's saying, it's pretty complicated. One half true.
All right, Josh, thank you so much. That was very complicated. Hey,